welcome everybody to this week's edition of Dropping the Hammer. I'm your host, Warhammer, and we've got a very special guest to talk to today. His name is Jax. He's my main man. I met him down south when I went and wrestled for Sudistic Wrestling Federation. I'm not sure which the first time he saw me. I know a big time, and we're certainly going to talk about that show, but we'll find out all the necessary information in just a minute. But he's been consistent. There was one day I was late for dropping the hammer. He messaged me, "Hey man, are you gonna go live?" Oh man, I just forgot. this kid is something else. I know it's something we've talked about doing this interview for a while. So it's taken this long, but now we're here. So I want everybody to welcome Jax to the stage.
Hi, everyone.
All right. So, Jax, first off, how old are you?
11. Turning
11. Okay. I do have your mom's permission to post this, so she trusts me. So, and I also know your father, so they're okay. So what was your first show that you saw me at?
Oh, wait, hold on.
That was something in my intro. I couldn't tell you the first show. I just know that May show.
I'm trying to think. I remember me seeing you, I think it was, didn't you fight at Summit? I thought you fought at the SWF Summit in August, 2 years ago.
Okay. I don't really remember the show, but I was versus Grizzly.
Yeah.
It's always been Grizzly, up until recently.
And I'm like, what is this guy doing?
I set the scene. I mean, that's what I do. I live and breathe. It's just something. It stays with me. I resemble this the entire time, so
Exactly.
Just lean into it.
Even when you're not having the makeup on.
Well, even without the makeup, I've still got double mohawks most of the time. I'll be seeing my barber here in a little bit, getting cleaned up just to stay nice. I don't have a show this month, but it's I got to stay maintained just so it doesn't get out of whack next month. So, okay. Now, who is your favorite wrestler? Now, this can be in any company, any faction, anybody on TV. Who's your favorite wrestler?
In the indies promotions?
In any promotion.
About
anybody.
Or in character. Now, on normal WWE shows, Jimmy Uso.
Yeet.
And I'm not just saying this because I'm on your live. And before Grizzly turned heel, it was Grizzly as well.
I do appreciate that. Also, I've known you've been a huge fan. You've got just everything we have put out as either Warhammer or Sons of Plunder.
Yeah.
We hammer bump every time we find you in in our entrance. I know you've become kind of our mascot. So
yeah.
How long have you been watching wrestling?
Wrestling in general?
Yeah.
I think I started. Hold on, I'm trying to think. I want to say 2 years, because when did I join? I thought I joined 2 years ago in June. But I started watching it in 2 years, May 2024.
And that's, you're watching the TV, you're watching...
First I was watching the TV, Then I got some action figures, which the first two were Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre.
I was just given my first action figure, wrestling action figure, and my buddy hooked me up with it. It was an old school Undertaker. So he's one of my favorite wrestlers, but I'll tell you, my all-time favorite is Sting.
Fair point.
I grew up watching him as Surfer Sting, and part of the Blade Runners and that stuff. But I try to pull my depth of character from those two, Sting and Undertaker. They just
a dark and wild type.
Well, but they are the character. It's one and the same. You think Undertaker, you can picture him in your head. Sting, even several different versions of Sting, but you've got Sting in your head.
Yeah,
people know him with the white and black face.
Yeah.
I knew him, when he was the special and just one side or whatnot. I saw him evolve into the Crow, then into the Wolfpack Sting. He
evolved so many times.
Yeah. But he stayed the same. Aside from, I will say the Joker Sting, that was a little branching out.
Sting is Sting.
So that's, Undertaker the same way. Whether it's purple and black or all black or the American Badass or back to the Dead Man, you knew he was Undertaker. You knew what to expect. And that's what I try to bring. I try to bring the same, I try to mix it up, but you're going to get everything when you come to see me perform.
Yeah.
And literally, you see me do a lot. We were talking about this one May show. I believe that was your birthday, yeah?
No, that was because my birthday is July.
July, okay.
Yours was the May show against the Lost Boys in that Extreme Rules match.
I know there was your birthday. I thought it was the same match, but I apologize. That's the big show. Yes, the one in May. Took a trash can lid to the head and nearly bled out in front of you and your mom. You did have multiple people there, yes?
Yes.
Like you had brought, that's what it was. So it wasn't your birthday, but you had just brought multiple people. And, I got to say.
I brought the boys.
Yeah, you brought the boys. Now, that was an accident. You know that, right?
Listen, when I saw it, when you first got blood open, I was like, is he okay? Do I need to help him?
I was staying in character for as long as I can, but I ended up throwing my own X, and that's when they started announcing to call somebody and bring me some help. That was a total accident, unplanned. He didn't maliciously hit me. It wasn't, he didn't hit me too hard or anything. It wasn't a blade, it was a botch, and it was very bad. So I do apologize for doing it in front of your feet. And,
oh no, you're good.
But I think you kind of, if it wasn't before that, you knew, oh, that man's tough. Okay. From then on, you were like, I got to watch him.
Watch him. And when all the guys tell me, like, Vikings aren't good, Vikings aren't real, well, then you want to know what I tell them? Go to my wrestling show and see Warhammer.
You know two Vikings. I mean, you've shown them the shirt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Brentley has one.
Yeah. See, you're correct. Once we break curtain, everybody, those are Vikings. Those guys know what they're doing. Okay. Oh, and they brought hammers. Did the first time we showed up and hit the ring with our hammer, did that scare you?
It didn't really scare me. What it felt like, I was like, it just kind of like, cause I think it was the time I was walked away trying to get a water,
Mm-hmm.
and then I hear the noise, and I'm like,
And that's really what we get when we do that. That's why we do it. It's a, hey, look at me.
look at me.
Yeah, look at me. I'm here now. I will say, you saw me perform last month. I've got a picture. I'm not sure who took the picture, but it's in the middle of us doing our hammer strike. But you see that I'm floating.
Oh.
So I'll send it to you. But it's right in the middle. And that's when I really watched it back on the video, and I learned I kind of hop when I do it. It's a big swing, and I hop to make it, I guess. So.
This, I'm giving a shout out to our Iron Belly real quick. Just a quick little shout out for doing this. Do you remember in January when you fought Babin and Ronnie in Ale House with the car tire deal?
You know that was his plan the whole time.
Wait, it was?
Yes. The car tire
And
and the
then
battery and jumper cables. They weren't able to spark them correctly, but it had enough juice to spark and shock.
but my mom was looking at Iron Belly at the time, and Iron Belly was yelling at him,
And I got tased by Babin.
yeah, I was like, oh my god, Babin.
Was not expecting that.
No, I don't think everyone in the crowd was.
And he got me right above my armor too.
Oh.
So like, he actually had to work for it.
He got you with it.
What was your favorite match you've seen me do?
Seen you do?
Yeah.
Good question.
So I mean, you've seen me work for 3 different promotions.
Yeah.
Sadistic Wrestling is probably the most, but there's also Southern Star, and then there's also Exist to Inspire.
Me personally, I forgot, who'd you find at Harley?
When?
The Harley Davidson Teddy Morse. Yes, it was Ironside. With
I'm not sure who they were. They were booked in. They were friends of somebody's. I can't really remember.
I know but you know who I'm talking about though.
That was a great match.
That one was
a great match.
And then you know Jeremy Page. He was like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my god.
I'll have to look that up. I mean, that's with Southern Star. So they've got theirs. It's online somewhere, so we can find that. Yeah. I do remember that match. That was November.
Yes.
We will be returning. So November, I believe 22nd. So I'm not sure if it's going to be at the Harley Davidson again, but what?
It is going to be at the Harley Davidson.
See, this is what I was saying. Like it doesn't matter what I say. He knows all the information. Like he's going to correct me and tell me, hey, I should just let him tell you when I'm wrestling.
Exactly.
But yeah, the Sons of Plunder will be there. We'll be there. So I'll also be with Southern Star on the 8th. So here in a couple weeks.
And that gonna be at the new one?
Should be. New location.
Oh. Sorry, our light dimmed.
Oh, no problem.
But yeah.
And then let me just get the paper. August. And then are you going to the Louisiana show on the 22nd of August?
Probably will not.
Yeah, I understand.
Because
that's a long drive.
If it was in Texas, like where if it was like an hour away, maybe.
If it was still in Texas, maybe.
Yeah, I'd consider it.
I mean, you've come to Beaumont. I'm not from that area, so I don't know how far most everything is, but I understand Beaumont's kind of an hour away. So you have seen me in Beaumont.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have some questions for you as well.
Yeah, come on.
And I'm not writing on this on like a piece of note card or something.
No. What you got?
What was your favorite match that you've done?
Now out of everything, or out of what you've seen?
Out of like the SSW E2 and
So what you've seen?
Yeah.
Those lucha.
Oh. Like
I don't know why.
My dad figured out like the first people who they were when are like, oh, we know them.
It was the E2IW show with those lucha. It was fun. It was fun. Didn't really do much. Story was all story. So
I was like, but for a first match, I'd say go up against someone like Ethan Sorrow and them.
And who else?
Ethan Sorrow and like Rika or something.
I have gone against Rika once.
Yeah.
And that was, we did a hammer on a pole match.
Yeah, that was the hammer you gave me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yay, I get to use one that was used in a match.
Yeah, you have a big giant hammer.
And
a smaller hammer.
Yeah. Got a good old blood stain. That's what I call the mini one.
That's it.
Because it's red velvet.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
What other questions?
And out of the shows I've seen, which was the one you hated the most?
Just because of the way the match progressed. I don't know if you saw us wrestle at the Crawfish Boil.
No.
Okay.
No. Wait.
I mean, I'm gonna say that May show was, that Total Mayhem show was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't like that. And even you brought up the show in was it January or February?
Yeah, Triple Threat Tag.
And yeah, that one, when I wrecked coming home, so
yeah,
I can't really fault the match, but it was just kind of a
every time
I got tased and then I wrecked, but
I think that taser got you.
Yeah, I can't really say that. It was I caused the wreck. It's I paid for it. It's fine. I wanted to ask you, do you have a moment where you instantly were hooked on wrestling? I have one, and I've kind of talked about it. It's, speaking of The Undertaker, he was facing the Berserker, one of the original Vikings. So something I'm pulling inspiration from. But he jumped off the top rope, went to stab Undertaker, who was laying in the ring. Undertaker rolled out the sword.
Me personally, I didn't really have a match that I was like, ooh, this looks interesting. Me personally, I was just scrolling on like YouTube Shorts,
Mhm.
and I see this wrestling match. I think it was 2023 SummerSlam with Brock Lesnar and Roman, and I was like, this looks interesting. I want to see if there's any nearby, and that's how I found SWF.
And they're a good promotion. They have been good to me.
Yes,
I do appreciate the time they've given me. Not sure when we'll be back. I'll have to check that again, but we're coming back soon. I think September. Back to the list.
Yep. And while you're on the list, I got a question.
Actually, it doesn't show that I will be back with SWF the rest of the year, but I will be with SSW for the remainder.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If there was any match that, like a dream match, tag team, triple threat, whatever, with you in it, who would you say would be in that match? Basically, dream match.
Because of how much I looked up to these two, it would be Sting, like I've talked about.
Yeah.
I've actually called him out multiple times on my podcast. This is before he retired. Nothing came of it, obviously, but I would love to wrestle Sting. But DDP, Diamond Dallas Page.
Oh.
I believe we could
work something out so it makes both y'all look strong.
Well, it's not even that. Nobody's getting exposed as anything. I think we could make magic because whatever story we told, we would get people invested in it. So there would be heartstrings pulled, whether it was you were rooting for me or you're rooting for them. I think both those guys had an eye and a knack for being in the ring and knowing what to do when. So their knowledge is the reason.
All right.
Now, that's actually one of the few things left on my wrestling bucket list is to wrestle somebody famous. So I've only got a couple more things left on the bucket list, but that is one of them, to be able to wrestle somebody who either I know or is just famous and is known.
Sorry if you saw me smiling in the background because I'm looking at my dad while you're talking, and then he's doing this. Telling me, I'll fight you. You get what I mean?
And y'all have been the ones that y'all have helped keep the beard oil going. Y'all have loved pretty much everything. Iron Belly is telling me we will have another scent soon. So here at the next show, you'll get to smell a new scent.
My dad will. My dad's in the background going.
This is oak, linen, and sea spray called Longship.
You hear that, Dad?
And possibly we will have the feminine one. I'm not sure. Depends on how wild he gets because he's also doing butters, balms, and styling wax in whatever sense he can make. So he's doing a lot. We're not sure if we can have that. I know we're going to start moving into candles and possibly
I'll take
soaps.
3.
And car diffusers.
Diffusers?
Mm-hmm. So, basically air fresheners for the car. It's basically will hold our oil and it will smell in your car.
I'll take 3 of each.
Don't have them yet. Don't have them yet.
You know I'm joking with you, though.
I do. Oh, man. Oh. I rushed home from work. Like, I got off work late. So when you called, I was just got in my truck.
And then my dad was doing stuff, and he got taken in early. So I'm like, perfect, I could do this right now.
Yeah, I knew you were busy, but we, now is perfect. And then you're free to do whatever you need to.
Well, no, that 5:30 thing got canceled.
Oh, okay. But we don't have much more. We've been talking for almost 30 minutes already. So, I mean, sometimes when you get into a conversation and it just flows. And that's why I was with, Coach, talked to him for almost 2 hours. Damien, almost 2 hours. I needed everybody to understand Coach and I were friends. So
I already had understand that the first time y'all talked.
Right, but like in the video, I watched it back. I throw him over and I start walking around. You are the first one to go help him up. So we just needed everybody to know that we were friends, and that's why he had to come on the show, and we talked about that spot, because I don't just pick on disabled, elderly, or children for no reason. Like they are attached in somehow, and that's how I'm able to use them in the show. They are part of the show at that point.
Whenever you did the coach deal, I was like, oh my God.
Everybody heard I was going to do it, didn't know what I was going to do, and then he's already on the floor, and they went, oh, he really did it.
Then about everyone at the show just started doing boo.
But so that is why I made.
You wanted to be a villain at the time.
I was coming in to be put over Finnegan.
Oh,
so
yeah, that was
the
right.
worse I looked, the better he looked. So the fact I tossed Coach on the floor, got beat, and then run out by Coach, like, it was payback. Like, you're not so bad. I'll show you. I can run you out. So
if I'm on a walker, I don't care. I'll still beat you.
I was surprised he could move so fast. That was, but that was in the moment, and he was coming for me. So that was amazing. I had a question, but I lost it. So we'll just keep talking for a little bit. Maybe I'll remember it.
Maybe.
So yes, the next Southern Star Wrestling. I can tell you who my opponent is, but I want you to guess. Who do you want to see me wrestle out of Southern Star?
The Broom?
Broom ain't in Southern Star. Can I ask you a question about it?
Yeah.
Is he in both SWF and SS? Ash Phoenix.
No. Two more guesses.
Wait, what'd you say?
Two more guesses.
Is he one of the newer ones?
No, he's been around. He's been around for both companies for a while. I'm pretty sure he's been a champion in both companies.
A champion?
I know that was a big hint.
Grizzly.
No. I've already faced Grizzly.
Yeah.
No, that story's old. One more.
There's only one other person who I can think of. Bishop?
Bishop.
Drake Bishop.
No. I will be facing the ring bully.
You're gonna answer his open challenge?
There's an open challenge.
Well, no, because he's been doing the Run It Open Challenge series.
I've been out of SSW for a bit. I didn't know, but yes, I will be answering the challenge.
When you come out and like when they hear your music, I'm up, and after the show, I'm gonna talk to you probably. I would tell you how big the pop was.
I mean, I always watch my work back. You know, as soon as it's posted, usually, just because it
Like
goes back to my football days. I've watched my game footage so much so I can pick apart my mistakes. So, you know, I try to watch it and figure out what I did wrong, what I did right, you know, and try to learn. So I watch everything as soon as it's posted.
Oh.
Yeah. I do watch parties, you know, when I can remember to do them, but it's been a while since something's been posted, you know. So the Carthage Royal Rumble I was in, there was a malfunction of the camera. So the Rumble was for the audience only.
Oh.
That kind of makes it special.
And when I saw some pictures of like ETW posting like just some little small ones.
Mm-hmm.
And guess who it had in it? You. I don't know the other guy, and then it was TD Shepherd.
You'll have to show me that picture. The only one I saw was me getting my face kicked by Aaron Storm.
Oh, I think there might have been actually that. Because it was either Trouser, aka TD Shepherd.
That's how I know him as.
I just say TD.
Yeah.
Or Shepherd.
I know him as Tamaris.
Yeah, Tamaris.
I know it's Daddy. So speaking of TD, I love him. I love him to death. I also like knowing he's the runt of the family. So just knowing how big TD is, his brothers are bigger.
Oh God.
Yes. Now I've pitched this match multiple times. TD and his father versus Sons of Plunder.
Ooh.
TD's father has worked before. So
TD
is technically a second generation professional wrestler. A little bit of royalty.
Yo, I also saw it was SWF. TD's dad cutting a little promo. I think who was it?
Yeah, they were side by side. Yeah.
No, it wasn't whenever they were side by side.
Oh no, that's the one I saw. They were both.
It was recent. I think it was.
Mm.
It wasn't against Robert. But his dad was saying like, "Oh, I can't." The guy, you're gonna get the smoke by the Super Saiyan. Da da da.
See, I think if the Sons of Plunder go against, we'll say Team Shepherd, just for right now. I believe he was the Black Ninja or the American Ninja or something like that. I forget what his father's wrestling name was. But then you got TD. TD's been coming out with a katana. If they come out as ninjas and we come out as Vikings.
Ninjas versus Vikings. Who wins?
That's just right there. The only thing missing would be a couple of pirates.
Wait, what'd you say?
The only thing missing would be a couple of pirates.
Oh yeah.
Now, it's funny. I did meet a guy around town who kind of cosplays as more of a Jack Sparrow type guy. He's got a cloak. He was walking around in a cloak, a kilt, and these boots, which were similar to Iron Belly's. So that's why I drove up to him, and he was like, "Oh, I do this for fun. I'm a LARPer, and I go to Renaissance festivals, and I'm a fire spinner." So I was like, "I'm gonna get your information. I'm gonna take you to some shows." So the Sons of Plunder, when we can set up everybody, we may have a fire spinner to just bring you over to our table, and then we'll, sell our merch. Always thinking ahead.
Yeah. Well, how do you remember whenever you fought the mountain and ale house at the gas station?
Oh yeah, got my bell rung. I still a little bit there. I ended up with a little bit of cauliflower ear from that match.
Whenever you ran at mountain.
No, it was actually when he kicked me.
Oh.
Yeah, kicking me right in the head.
You were out like a light.
I took it, but it hurt. It rung my bell.
Anytime someone gets kicked in the head, I always think of the Ricochet one, the Ricochet meme where he got low blown and he's like,
I unfortunately I've taken quite a few low blows, and that is not how I respond. But
you know what I'm talking about though.
I actually took one at the start of a match.
At the start of the match?
Mm-hmm. So I had talked to my buddy. This was a dream match of mine. I believe we might have watched it on one of the previous watch parties, but he was out first, right? So I go and when I do my Warhammer entrance, it's different than the Sons of Plunder. You understand? The Warhammer, when I climb the turnbuckle and I yell war.
Whoa!
So, right. So when I yelled war, bing, everybody saw it. I fell down. He continued to hit me. The ref pulled him off. We didn't even start the bell yet. That's not even the match. The commentator's like, "What are you doing like that? You can't do that." So I, after a couple seconds, I stand back up. "Are you able to fight?" "Yes, I'll fight. I'll fight." So from then on, I was already wounded. So I was able to kind of just, limp, but I already had a wound from then on. It started the match tugging strings, like I was saying. Like I know how to make it. I know how to make it sizzle. And normally it's me getting beat up in some form or fashion. It's very few times when I get to throw a disabled person around.
This is a dream match that I want to see with you in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you know Jade Sawyer?
Yes.
Iron Belly and you versus Jade Sawyer and the Nightmare John Sawyer.
So here's what I would request. I don't know how well I can do intergender wrestling. That's something I've not really wanted to do. One caveat, Sons of Plunder has 3 people. It actually has more. So we have a female, Viking Queen, Valkyrie.
All right.
So what I would say is, if it's Hammer and Valkyrie versus Jade and John, or they can get a third person.
Yeah.
And Gluttony. I think Gluttony would kind of fit in this realm.
And a little bit of Ethan.
Or Ethan.
Well,
I haven't worked Ethan, so, I know a little bit more of Gluttony. That's it.
Well, no, you're actually fixing to work 8th and at another, I think, August. Because it's going to be that triple threat tag.
Ah, yeah. Sovereign Few, Sons of Plunder,
Family
affiliated. Yeah, the family affiliated. I couldn't remember the third one, and I should have known them most of all.
If I saw them two, Smoke the Reaper and Ethan Starr walk out, this is what I'd call them: the House of Horrors.
I haven't worked Smoke. I've met him before, so Big Dog Smoke.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you again. That now. Boiled down, the family affiliated is kind of what I was going for with my group, the Sons of Plunder. Yes, we had a chick. I was wanting to have a big guy and, Iron Belly, and then one other person. Kind of making a large stable, but you can do any match you want. You can do 3, 2, 1, female, male. It didn't really matter. I had covered all the bases. I could basically fill half the roster with my group if need be. I always tell my promoters, just tell me how many Vikings to bring, and I'll bring that many.
Tell me how many, and I got them.
Yeah.
I just thought of a good entrance. You might say no, but you know how me and Brentley have hammers?
Hmm?
If you let Brentley borrow one of your big hammers, me and Brentley can hold it up like a cross, like X is a cross. Yeah,
like our symbol?
Yeah.
Like our symbol? And we'll walk underneath it?
Yeah.
They're just really heavy. I mean, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got it.
And then after, like, we technically are managing it, we're the managers technically.
No, I may not have another one.
Or we could use the small ones.
Iron Belly has another large hammer.
Try and ask Iron Belly.
And this one's more showy. So
perfect.
So when do you start back to school?
Start back to school. I think it's like August, I think it's like the first or second Monday in August.
Man, that's coming up. Boo.
Boo, yeah.
Boo. Have you had a good summer?
Yes. Well, I'm actually fixing to have even a better one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, you've been seeing a whole bunch of wrestling, so.
You remember what happened? Were you there last July for SWF?
Maybe.
No, it was at that time. No, you were fighting someplace in Carthage.
Okay.
Yeah, but we had 8 boys there. Anyways, it was 8 boys who we brought. And
y'all always bring a crowd. Yes. Y'all always bring a crowd.
But sometimes whenever I just want to get in the ring and stuff, the only person who I'd say could be allowed to go was Brentley.
If you get there early enough, I will teach you some things. I know I had requested the wrestlers teach you some things at one of the other shows. I don't know if they ever did.
I know Grizz did some stuff with me and Brentley.
So I basically told them to teach you how to lock up. so you could square up with some of these guys.
Yeah.
So that being one of the first things, you've already got the wrestling knowledge, the actual, is it jujitsu?
Yeah, it's jiu-jitsu.
So you know how to maneuver somebody. We just got to get you the collar elbow lock up, and then we can move.
Big bulky guy with fast moves.
Yes. And then from there, we can move at an accelerated pace because you already know something.
Yeah, and I also know how to do a stunner.
That's mostly learning how to fall on your butt. If you do that wrong.
And then also learning how to kick properly without having to actually
without actually kicking somebody. I always, it's a toe tap. Make sure you tap them with your toe. So, is it? And then there are sometimes I have to stomp just to make it dramatic, but you know, that's that's what you sign up for.
You smack someone hard, they're gonna smack you back.
Speaking of getting smacked, I was smacked last month, over a month ago, and I'm pretty sure I will have this scar for a little bit from a chop. And everybody was like, well, he must have scratched you. And I was like, no, at this part, it would have been the back of the hand. So this man hit me hard enough to bust my skin open and leave handprints everywhere.
Wow.
They were some solid chops. He lit me up. Busy. Sorry. That's my roommate. It has been nearly an hour, so I am gonna have to call it here. I do apologize.
No, you're completely fine.
I do thank you for doing this with me. Like I said, you know, it's something we had talked about for a while. So
once this ends, I'm probably gonna relook the footage.
Yeah, I mean, of course. You know, again, this is a pre-recorded interview, so this will be put out on
Sunday.
I don't know the date, but it will be on Sunday.
No, it's gonna be the day before my birthday.
Day before your birthday. Okay, well, happy birthday. This is a perfect birthday gift.
Yeah.
See? Happy birthday. And then hang on. We can happy birthday. I don't know. That's just all I could do. I couldn't.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's not too many sounds. Yeah, that didn't work. Yeah. So the gong is best. Happy birthday, bud. But that is a wrap. So we are going to call it here. Thank you all for tuning in. Tune in next week and we'll talk about something else. I don't know. I might have an interview. No. Excuse me. I will be on a podcast. I'm going to look it up.
What you be on?
It will be on Friday, but it will be recorded for the next episode. Are you ready for the next episode?
Yes, I am.
I will be on a podcast called Headlocks, Heels, and Havoc Wrestling. And I've been on their podcast once before, so they are hosting me again. We are going to be talking about, we are working through who the best wrestler is. And there's two different factions. I am between AWA and NWA. So we have a good little bit to talk about. So that will be the next episode. This will be on Sunday. The next Sunday will be Friday. Everything gets discombobulated when I do stuff early. So, but tune in and we will talk wrestling soon. Good night, everybody.
Night.